Okay, I'm out here, the famous Cherry Gardens area. You know, Joshua Pray and all that, but also the fact that this area lost the largest number of soldiers that didn't come back from the First World War. I think it's 1/4, 1 in 4. So basically, every fourth house along this area will probably have some sort of ancestral story about losing somebody. So it could even be higher than 1/4, but I think that's the figure that pops into mind. It's very high. It's the highest in the state anyway. So there's more people died that didn't come back from the First World War in Cherry Gardens than any other area or suburb of Adelaide, South Australia, basically. So that's one of its, I wouldn't want to say it's points of notoriety, I suppose. Very sad in a way. But the reason I'm starting from Dorset Rail Road, which runs down the middle of Scott Creek Conservation Park, as opposed to Scott Conservation Park, which is another more sandier park, more down southeast sort of thing, is one of my cards won't read. One of my half golden cards that won't read. Now the one's lost the tang, so it can't be used. But I just thought I'd try and start it from down here sort of thing. And oh yeah, I didn't clean the windscreen, bugger. Oh well. And I don't think I can because it's off the chair, off the plum tree. Oh well, we'll see how we go. And hopefully I've done my work, all the colours are right. I'm probably going to be driving too fast. As I said, I'm not used to it now. Didn't do much excursion work at all this season. Had lots of nice trips planned, but driest June, warmest winter on record. Yeah, and all these adverts being run out of Sydney, they always end with blah 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 Sydney. I think we're totally pissed off, and we can't wait for the big battery to get running. And if Sydney has a blackout, I think we're just going to block out off many of the streets and just throw a bloody street party, which we haven't done since the Second World War sort of thing. Had a street party. Oh, in the Vogue. Oh, did you see by the house there? It had a termite mine right next to the post box. I was going to film it, but I forgot. That's how bad my memory is. Got out the car, saw it. Oh, that's worth filming. Got back in the car without filming. Okay, well that's Frith Road. So don't think we'll be going there today. I'm not sure. Don't think we've got enough time. As I said, hopefully I've got about 2.5 hours to do 4 things I want to do. So, and here's our friendly neighbourhood termite mound. Yeah, they don't move much, do they? But yeah, interesting. So I've got my 9 minutes on this clip, so they should take us down the road, hopefully. Oh, I have been gas bagged for about 2 or so maybe not. See what it's like. Oh, well, that's quite filled up because the rains came late, I suppose. As I said, driest June, warmest winter, and basically the winter rains have come sort of end of August into September sort of thing, which means we're going to have a wet spring, if you can call it a European spring. And yeah, I think this is going to be the one for the Ash Wednesday. And I said, you don't want to be living in the Mitcham Hills area. They say you'll be toast in there. If you hear bushfires coming, you get out of there as quickly as possible. But the roads are so narrow down there. We had some rails that lived there, and people would pile the cars up on either side of of the road at the houses, and you just have to have one smash, and that's it. No one can get out, and someone bumping into someone on the race to get out, and the whole bloody street can't get out. And I told my rail, no, Google Map, go this way. Up over the rise, backwards out of your place. That's the way to go. Don't take the car. Walk out, in a way, but this way, backwards. What it seems like the wrong way, but you'll get out and you'll be alive, sort of thing. But yeah, it's getting, We'll see how we go. Hands almost falling off because I haven't had practice holding the camera for this. Oh, we got any new graffitis down here? That'll be interesting. the old Amanda Mine track. Now one thing I want to do is either park in here or the next one up and walk up there to see if there's any red, black stemmed oryx up there. And, you know, in the new area, but we'll do that in a minute and later. I just want to do this other 2 things I want to do down here first, if I can get in there. How much time have we got? 3 minutes. That should be enough to get us out to the Bandicoot track. So basically 4 things. I want to just look at this sort of soak thing which I caught last season, because it's a terrible season. Look at it now. As I said, driest June, warmest winter, you know. But we should be able to get out there. Yeah, new tyres, fellas. And they're probably going to haven't been able to do the gravel the way they well, maybe they had, because it was the driest June, so well, maybe it got worn down before the rain. Maybe it got worn down before the rains came. No sheepers on the hill like last year or the year before, whenever we were out here before. Whoa. And all the daffodils are gone. Any more graphitas? I don't know. Okay. Well, they've taken out the old car there. No water running down the road like last year, so yeah, it's been pretty. Okay. That could be because everyone sort of dumps the rainwater from the rainwater tank, expecting to get new refillment sort of thing. Yeah, and all those other things are out there, so... hopefully we're not going to bump into an orchid convention like we did last year. Yeah, I can't believe it. It's been a year and I haven't really done anything, anything serious out here. Oh, I should have done this down at the bloody... Servo. Oh, sorry, fellas. Just not in the swing of things. I haven't done anything this year because, as I said, it's. Oh, here we go, fellas. What's our rule? Let's just put it in neutral first and get out of the car so you can get some scenery before the clip runs out. Oh. Yeah, so there's that tank down there. He's probably already dumped it, sort of thing, but don't want to go in that way. I'm going to go in this way, and yeah. Anyway, that's about gate 3, and we'll see if there's anything on the side of the track here. Then we'll go and do this seep thing, and then I'm going to get my wellies on and go over to that termite mound and just find out how big it really is. And the idea this season was to actually walk all the way back up to those other dams, but nah, as I said, it's just a write-off year this year. Worst glid season I've known at the glid site. Scattering a handful of plants, that's it. Normally there's thousands of them there. Oh, it's terrible, fellas. Anyway, over and out for now. See ya.